constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Wolverines about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Going to the running game. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Wade. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Using his feet. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Ncaa. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He's going to try to knock one through from 4. Oh, it's blocked. And they scoop it up.
And they had been practicing this all week long. They saw something on film that made them think they could overload them on the right-hand side, and they were able to get back there to block that kick.
They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
A lot of times you have these guys start, these wide receivers, they're game breakers, and you want to find ways to give them the football, whether it be screens, whether it be jet sweeps. Just find ways to give him the football because he can get 5 yards in a hurry when you need those plays, especially when you want to mix it up on the defense and keep them guessing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Wolverines are on the move. Touch pass on the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run back. But this ain't high school anymore. If you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I would just hate to be in the shoes of these defenders trying to tackle this running back because, of course, you're so afraid of this guy shaking you and using his elite speed to make you look bad on a highlight film somewhere. But you forget this guy can still run you over. And you saw it on that play.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of room to the right. Inside the touchdown Cardinals. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Finds some room. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators will tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen. But you can tell, DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job. Playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
This defense has given up ground, but stood tall at the end. Forced a field goal last time. They'll try to do it again. Give to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Louisville!
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. He's going for it all. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
Now they'll run the draw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man, and they swarm him under.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him, trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Handoff from the shotgun. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Ncaa. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wheeler. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Tempo in overdrive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They're working that left side. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in Game 2 so far.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 14 to Florida. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. The short hands. It's strong. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Back to throw. It's Underwood. He's going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To the air on first down. Dances away. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's taking the shot. Got it inside the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to throw, it's Wimsatt. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 points.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Makes the grab. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cardinals will line up to kick off and start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Wolverines. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll return it. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Throws to the back. It's complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Got it in the middle. It's Hughes. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Cardinals are marching down the field. power football with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. There he goes. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here? Oh, a lot of space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Now, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Here's a heat. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spy. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
A first down run in the red zone. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneak trying to power his way ahead for a few. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. He'll ride his man on the option. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
It'll be 4th and goal, and it'll be a tough one. To throw, it's Underwood. Going for 6. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Going with a little spread look. taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The give to the right. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wheeler. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Wide open. He makes the catch. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Cardinal. He got a step and just dusted the field. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Tosses it back. Touchdown, Wolverines! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Man, do you have to love the timing, the sixth sense to call that play and know it'll be successful. Jesse, you're looking for big plays when you call trick plays, and a touchdown, that's exactly what you want.
Man, the quarterback was licking his chops too, David. When he got the ball back from the running back, he knew he had his guy wide open. At that point, you're just thinking, don't underthrow it too badly and don't miss this guy. Just give him an opportunity, and the trick play pays off.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Nevada is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Back to pass. It's Ncaa. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. After the penalty backs him up, it's 3rd and 5. Gives it on the option. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Throws for the tight end. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Listen, a lot of time, tips and deflections are because you got great eyes and vision on the quarterback. You see him release the football, you break on it, you tip that thing, and make sure the receiver can't get it.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Skinner. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Snags it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Cardinals!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here comes the heat. Rolling right and going deep. He's got it inside the 25. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Still on his feet. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Davis will throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Cardinals in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
inside the hot hand. Makes one man miss. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haynes. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
He's taking a deep shot. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they turn it into a defensive score. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
Man, it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Morgan. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. To the air. It's Underwood. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
No big surprise there, right? We're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
The short hands, it's Morgan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Got it in the middle, it's Morgan. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.